Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to another episode of building a tower defense map. If you guys don't remember, in last episode, we got our guards set up, we got our pathing, and our end. Now, I am going to go over a couple of things that I did miss last episode, which is, first of all, the issue I had with the guard spawners. I did not realize that with the spawn count, you have to have it on 20 in order for them to spawn correctly, and team neutral for them to walk correctly. That's one thing that I completely forgot about, and I'm very sorry for that. Another thing is over here, behind your trigger, which is like, they'll walk into the trigger and then walk back here. You want to have a death zone, so they can't double trigger it, or just stand there. That's just the little things that I went over, and remember to do. Also added a little bit more mountains to the map. That doesn't totally matter though, it's just decoration. Well, we're going to hop right into the towers. So basically what we're going to do is you want to go to your devices and grab yourself out a automated turret, which is the little, security turrets that are on the ground or on the ceiling or wherever they are. So we want to take one of these out, basically, and we want to rotate it, face our track, and this is the settings you want to copy. You're going to do neutral or host. Your team index should be 1. Can't target players as true. You can set your activation radius or whatever. I'm going to set mine to 7.5. I do recommend 7.5. You're going to have it starting enabled false. Your device health invincible. Destruction able disable. Percent health restored doesn't matter. Dormant if alone false. Your turret damage, I recommend putting it at around 25 if you're doing the same thing that I am. Your rate of fire, your rate of fire does determine like what kind of turret it is. You can have high damage but really slow fire rate, like 3 second 1 taps, all that. I'm gonna do my delay before firing is 1 second too, with 25 damage. Allow auto rotation, which is true. We do want it to go back and forth, but we do want to decrease our angle to around 25. The multiplier could be 20, just so it's moving fast enough. You can see like this, it'll move back and forth. Then we also do want to make sure that our thing is in the right spot. And do remember to have it, not start enabled. So then we're going to take ourselves out a conditional button. Just place it down. We can go ahead and drop whatever your currency is that you're using. If you're following along like me, you can use gold. Just drop that in there. So here's the settings that you do want to do for the conditional button if you're doing the same as me. Once again, this all can stay the same. You can change this around if you want to. In track time, you can do 1. You can do, none. Doesn't matter. I just do 1 just in case, they didn't want to buy it. We're going to do, buy. Do basic tower for $100. And we'll do like missing. We'll just do not enough gold. Disable after use on. Key items required. Once again, since I put $100, I'm going to do 100. Just like this. Consume key items on. All this. This is what during game we want hologram only. You can make your interaction radius as big as you want. I'm going to do 7.5 or 0.75. Keep direction off. I'm going to do this off here. And then we want to take the activated, send that to the turret. We'll do enable. And I'm going to name this button as tower. We'll do tower A. Because this will be our tier 1 tower. So we'll do this here. We'll just do tower A. Then if we take this right here, rotate it to be like this. We can actually put it above too. I'm going to put it slightly above for now, just so I can move it later. Now if we hit start, If everything went right, it should work perfectly fine. You just hit start, or hit the interact button, spawn our guard, spawn all these guys. Now look at this. This is one thing you want to remember. Make sure your team is on the team that you set. So if you're doing something like this, you want to have your teams on co-op, which is team 1 technically, or cooperative. And this should basically make the turret not shoot team 1, which is who you technically are. So you see now, the guards do turn and face the turret for some reason. Now that reason I'm not too sure about. They will turn and face, you know, whoever's shooting them, and just kind of stare there for no reason. But now, as you can see, that's our only, you know, tower. Didn't do, you know, the greatest of a job. So currently this guy's walking through. So oh no, he's gonna go into a cave. But he's really slow, so it's fine. So what I would recommend doing personally is having like 3 types of towers at least. So we'll have like this tower, which is be our tier 1 tower. Should I move this forward a little bit so I can copy these easies? So we'll have, this will be our tier 1 tower. It's just a basic tower. Oops, that fell to the ground. I did not mean to do that. Why do I have drops on? This is just our basic little tower. Should have put this up here. This is our basic tier 1 tower. So I'm gonna have 3 towers for my defense. Simulator. So the other one I have is I'm gonna do a sniper. So we'll have giant radius. So, you know, the biggest radius you're allowed to give him. I'm going to give this guy, I'm going to give him very slow rate of fire, but a bunch of damage. So this guy will do, this guy's going to do 250. He's going to be doing a lot of damage. So instead of being tower A, we're going to do tower B. And then up here, we're going to do tower, you know, tower B by. Now, since this guy is, you know, much better than our first guy, I'm going to make this guy a little bit stronger. So I'm going to name it, you know, Sniper Tower. And this guy's going to cost, we'll do 200 and, we'll do, I don't know, we'll do 200. Alright. And then all we got to do is scroll down here to our key items required. We'll do 200. And then that's him set up. And this guy, I want this guy to be an assault rifle. So we're gonna make his range slightly bigger, but not too much bigger. We're just gonna do, see, we had 7.5, we'll do 10 for his. But then his damage will be like 20, rate of fire really low. Just like that. And this will be tower C. And then tower C by. Now this guy is pretty good. I don't think he's going to cost as much as the sniper. Or he might cost about equal. So we'll do an assault tower for, we'll do 150 because he's, you know, a little bit worse. And then we'll go key adds required, 150. So now this guy costs 150. You see, up on here. So if I go, I'm gonna go place one of these, you know, place some of these guys around. So I'll have our sniper. I'm gonna put this guy back here. We'll have our assault rifle guy. We'll have him a little bit farther up from the AR, and I'll buy these guys along the way. So when you start the game, I am going to give you, in this map, I'm going to give you one of these guys. I'm going to have a bunch of these guys around, you know, just so they can cover the whole area so you don't have to worry about guys slipping through late game. So like now, we say, oh no, there's some guys. We gotta buy our basic tower. See, he'll start taking them out. That guy will stay still for some reason. Sometimes they'll continue walking. Oh no, they're getting through. Now we gotta buy the assault tower. Which you can see is much faster. And is definitely much stronger. Oh no, there's a whole horde. See, this guy, he's slow. He does a good bit of damage, but he's quite slow. But he is cheap, right? So, oh no. And then these guys are making it through. So now this guy's gonna come in. And he's firing. But there's so many of them. A couple of them are slipping through. That's where we gotta get our sniper tower. If we buy this guy, he'll locate. Oh no, because he only shoots in front of him. He'll locate anyone that's in front of him over here, and it'll take a second, but it'll lock onto them and then murder them. So like right here, watch, this guy's gonna walk right in front of him. It's gonna take him a second, but he will make him evaporate. Now obviously you can't change these settings like on your sniper tower if you want to do what I'm doing. I would recommend not having the idle rotation so small. We'll make this as big as possible. So now this guy's got full map range. He'll turn all the way around. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to take some of these towers, place them around, make sure they're in some nice positions, and I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so as you can see, we have all of our towers set up now. As you can see, this is very, very white. A lot of white domes. That is because, these guys all show their range of effect. But when we do start the game, these guys all do go down into their little pods. We don't see the white. And we can just oh no, some guys. No, we're going to buy a basic tower. Or an assault tower. We gotta take them down. And obviously we can add more towers later. You don't have to just stop at, 3. You could do 100. You could do, 10. You do as many as you want. You can have different locations than 9. You don't have to do everything exact. You can see now, back here in the corners, I have sniper towers. You can see that lock on. As you can see, everything's all fine and dandy. These guys are happy. There's no enemies. And that's our tower system. It is quite basic, and it does, clear our screen a little bit, Can't see that much, but it does work really well, I believe. And there's a lot of customizability. You can do, snipers, you can do fast ones, you can do slow ones, you can do all kinds of stuff. And I feel like this is some pretty good progress for today. And I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Like, subscribe, and hey, check out the last episode. It's pretty good. See ya.